It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner, Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lamar off the play fake. Dumps it off to his running back. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Pistol snap to Jackson. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins take possession of the football. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they've got him down in the red zone at the 22. It's a 24-yard catch, and it gives them the first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Taken in by Smith. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage, but sometimes since breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes.
He runs it across, touchdown! The Dolphins have a great first drive and get the game's first points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on it. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Right up the gut. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Able to find Nakua here. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st. They set it down, starts with an option right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Play action. Here's Jackson. Buying some time right. Take it off with it again. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure but get that 1st down anyway.
From the red zone now. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again.
Let's go, Sap. That's what I'm talking about, bruh. Let's go, bruh. Yeah. Let's go.
Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on all.
If this your first time joining in, man, please like, share, comment. Tell us you're climbing no charts. Let's go. I trap at 6 to the Twitch. God bless you and your loved ones. 100.
Jackson trying to get out to the pit. It looks close. They say he caught it. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Again is Lamar. This one a little bit off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Lamar throwing again. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you.
Oh, they get him yet again. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Dolphins get it back after making their third.
Let's go.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was practice field.
Yeah, God is good. You know it. God bless you and your loved ones, fam.
Here's 2nd and 11. Catch is made down the right sideline. It is touchdown.
I can't complain. I can't complain. I'm grateful.
You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21.
Take that. What about the board? On the board. It's good. Down the middle. He got it. Let's make him think about patrol together, boys. Go get that ball.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. To the sideline, and he's got more. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, here's Lamar. McCoy nabs this one along the sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. A strike for 23 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
Yes, I appreciate it.
For that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got it at the 6. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Scores.
Yeah, I gotta get them bills out the way first, though.
The Lions chop some of the lead off before the half. Matt Prater for the point.
I ain't even got my wheels fixed yet, fam.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game. Dixon to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They're out and set, first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Has the connection to Jones. Hits the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins butt racing them to the halftime locker room. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Able to get it to Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Got land, and it's complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 48. Forced out to his right. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. Ball on the 45. First and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing him to get in.
And they pick him off again! And the Dolphins get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
79 Broncos. Here we go.
He'll throw it. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
On the set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Okay, break.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Make them jump off slide. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Able to find Jones. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Pretty short with a gain, short with a pass. Gets you some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Jonah Ellis there to make the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
65. Ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. Buys time, rolling right. They'll make a big for it on the ground.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive. In honor of the legendary coach, the stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket.
And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said. And, man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Williams on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Oh, baby, you know the owner's happy with that one. Ready.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down.
Let's go. We have it.
Now, faking the give. He'll go right and find his running back. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Ready. Get up.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing incomplete. It's a gain there of 26 yards. The
conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This open drive has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 4th and goal. The hole closes. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Here we go! Here we go!
Back to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. His kick is good. And the Dolphins will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To the air right away is Madden. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is back.
And this one is picked off with Juju Price. And the Dolphins are going to have it.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They get 11.
I'm trying to get to that Super Bowl, dog.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, set!
Give on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He manages to give the throw away and completes it. And he'll be inside the 30-yard line. For the Dolphins, 33 yards. scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can take it on. Touchdown, Miami. You know, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. MADDEN.
Let's go. I'm like that for real, dog.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback.
You gotta lock in, chat. You know Peyton Manning ain't doing no running. He gotta throw that rock. Made him quit, gang.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. He'll one to throw from the outset. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Witten brushes him aside. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Hill. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. This little short throw to Witten. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Hill. This little short throw to Witten, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. 4th down, Hill remains on the field as they'll go for it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Oh, able to avoid him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Got a man fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Cunningham to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jason Taylor, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Cunningham. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Now Hill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll run with Peterson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Adrian Peterson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hill looks to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Hill. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. There's Hill. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again is Hill. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on about his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Peterson gets the call running left. Down at the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down, Peterson again. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Cunningham. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
Cunningham looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by this big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Inside handoff, Smith. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. And
that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Here we go. Back to 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Cunningham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their three-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give a little bit of confidence the big plays are out there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll try the middle with Peterson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Here's first down. From the shotgun, they run with, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They go back to the ground with Smith.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hill. This little short throw to Witten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Buying time to his left.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Hill now to throw. This little short throw to Witten. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain. And now you're looking at 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that's going to tie us at 13. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hill. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on third down.
And here in overtime, that had the potential to be the definition of a game-changing interception. But he couldn't find a way to pull it in. And that's a disappointment there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This little short throw to Witten. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Now it's Hill. This little short throw to Witten.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And on the left side, he's got Witten. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Hill now to throw. That'll be caught by Hester. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cunningham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cunningham. He's got his man, Gates. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. Winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game.
next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's the play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Taken in by Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turned in a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
This is ahead for about 5. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop. Leaving 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, it could be a Pro Bowl.
Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. They're set up at the 35 now. Play action on first down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking for the end zone, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 44. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 44 here on 2nd down. And the slant complete to Johnson. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 17 and a first down.
19 tight.
Now it's Brissett. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, Brissett. He's caught on the left sideline. And he'll get this inside the 10. They look like a big chunk of field, and it sets him up the first and goal.
Big shot instantly. The City team, they're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Georgia, I love that.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try for Jones. He's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. 4 yards on the pickup. They need another 4. 3rd and goal coming up. Jones. And he's brought down for a loss.
On the
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Now Brissett on 4th down. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This our last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays. Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Ready, set.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on.
Here's Brissett. He lofts it deep left. And this one's taken and intercepted. Amsterdam has it. And the Dolphins get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning track. 300 feet in the air, he hung that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just bad.
They're able to drop it. Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. All those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Ken, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so when they stat tight ends, that's big time.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. For the Dolphins, readying for the punt. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So 4th down, and a big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He sends this away, and this is going to be a field flipper. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense.
Second pirate.
Brissett with it on first. He's loaded another one up. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers got a long way to go and a short time to get there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Second down. Here's Brissett again. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, get them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Going for it on 4th, Brissett. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it down at the 30-yard line. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Trap 50, trap 50. Trap 19, trap 19, Pioneer.
Throwing it to start this drive. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Lone back gets the handoff. In the middle holes. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and of course, his throwaway.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Starting left side by Jones. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Another day, Dolphins. This could be a turn.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Looking to throw here. Shake off that previous INT. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
What's going on, guys?
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Brissett. Diving in, he gets his hands underneath for the catch. It's a 19 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Ready. Get it. Ready.
This is Johnson heading right. Broke through the tackle. And it's a real nice gain on the reverse. That caught down the chains after that kickoff of 12.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, He's gone.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
On first down, it's Brissett. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route, and in breaking, that angle breaking in, right? Higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. They go play action on first. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw and force something. It brings up second down.
Well, that's when he chalked up to the pressure earning that incompletion. It came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Running up the gut! Go, Reed! Go!
Score these guys, man.
Let's go now! Extra Cardinal! Extra Cardinal! Right there! Right there!
Straight ahead they go with Jones. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. There's a hurry up offense here. Going to the ground again on first. He breaks the tackle. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And he brings up the San Francisco first down.
This inside line so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Nailed in by George Kittle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Working quickly here. First and 10. Here's Jones. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Offense up to the line fast.
Hey, check that, street. Ready?
Second down, carry for Jones. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve third down and 4.
Seven Pirates!
On the shotgun, Brissett. He brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down.
The money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal.
Go check! Come on!
Jones once more. And he gets in. Touchdown! The 49ers take the lead right away in half number 2. '49ers to the line. Here comes another 2-point attempt. possession. It's a foot race. After 20. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the 2-point call does end up yielding 2 points, but definitely not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
No, I don't think it's the first thing on the audience's mind as they get ready to run it, but it's definitely on the defensive mind to make up for the touchdown they just gave up. They're looking for opportunities to affect the score, and this time they were able to.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. It's his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. He gets 6 on that play, and it'll be 1st down Miami. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Dropping back to throw. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before going out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Miami.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by having all the extra yardage.
Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Oh, tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. He's ready to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10. We need to get some positive yardage here. Here he is to throw. Not for a lot, but a complete defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets out far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you gotta feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get that huddle in your mind. Now, listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. They're out and set. First and 10. Here's a give to Jones. Spins out of one stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Set it down, score him at the 38. He'll look to throw it. He's caught on one sideline. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down for a gain of 26. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Staying on the ground with Jones. On the run inside the 20. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Back to throw. This one's dropped for more than a nice game. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up second down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. We got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of the defense to take those shots away.
Tight end right in the corner. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Setting up to pass. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. They are throwing it again. Has the connection to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami. Throwing it again here. Covering the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he comes up with it. He went, got it, touchdown. And now
I still don't think everyone has quite processed that touchdown as time expired, Brock, but they don't have time. They've got to make the biggest decision of the game right now. Do you force overtime, or do you go for this win?
Well, you said a key word right there, processed. And this is a process. You spend the week planning it, you got the numbers behind it, but ultimately, Kate, this comes down to gut and feel. I say it every time in these moments. You've had to
GG's, man.
to make this decision. It better not have been right in the moment. You better have made it for this time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Soldier Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. 2nd down, Peterson again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, Peterson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
That a boy Sapp.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A first down carry for Smith. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now Cunningham. It's caught on the right side of Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Cunningham. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A play fake, now Cunningham. He's got his man, Gates. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Cunningham looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Cunningham. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Jones now on the return. Now Jones. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd down, Peterson again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and you saw the record there. They were straight at the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to run more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They run again with Peterson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
To the air, Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
In motion is the tight end Gates. To throw, Williams. Caught by Gates, left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spot right there, the big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Williams going to look to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Julio Jones from 6 yards away, and the Bears have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Cunningham to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Cunningham. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw again. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and sneak him here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Randall Cunningham scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 10-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Sheds off the tackle, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they can't bring him down. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. In motion is the tight end Gates. Throwing is Williams. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bears and the Niners. All that and more coming up next.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Kate Scotts, joined by Brock Heward up in our, dare we say, comfy, warm booth. But things far less welcoming down on the field, partner. The snow's been falling leading up to this one, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon.
Can I be honest with you in the audience here?
Yeah, please do. Please do.
I was hoping for this. I love love snow globe games, and as an offensive player, it's true. You know where you're going. You have the advantage. Tom Brady always used to say he loved playing in inclement weather, loved playing in the snow because it slowed everyone down to his speed, and he could take advantage of it. Keep an eye on these offenses today. They'll have their footing. They know where they're going, and this defense will have to be playing catch-up.
I hope you all brought your coats because the wintry weather isn't stopping anytime soon. And we're off from Levi Stadium. He stopped on the return of the 27. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you can put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field. He also does it with a flair and eccentricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. A superstar in the making.
12 yards on that play and a good call, nets on the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
First down, Williams. They get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Big play drives and backwards, second down. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's stopped. Now we wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. All right, here we go. Second down. Working from the gun, Williams. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Williams on the play action. Swift toss it in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see